Good. All right. Welcome to the live session here, hosted by James and Robbie. If you are watching the video right now, and please let us know if you can hear us, see us okay in the chat. And while we are waiting for more people to join us, don't forget to introduce yourself to other teachers who are watching right now, and also let us know where you're tuning in. Don't forget to click on the like button if you want. Click on the like button of the session to help us promote this session on the platform. And right now we're broadcasting this session on many platforms, and I hope we can see more and more people that join us. And I think there's a robot. I think some people spamming the comment section in the on LinkedIn. So let me take care of that spam. All right, so make sure. Okay. Yeah, this, oh my God. So if you see somebody saying, I'll click on the link, don't do that. Okay. Some, I think it's some spam here. But anyways, I will take care of that. Yeah. So again, while we are waiting for more people to join us, don't hesitate to share your background with us in the chat and let us know who you are, where you're calling from, where you're tuning in. Okay. And today is the session where I will be talking to Robbie and talk about the opportunities and the challenges teacher entrepreneurs going to face in 2022. I hope we can share some lights on some lights on the journey, and for teachers who are already in the journey or who are going to start a journey this year. So what we're going to do today, we're going to very quickly talk about. I'll do a very quick introduction, and Robbie going to do one as well. And then we're gonna start talking about the opportunities. There are so many opportunities I want to share with you guys. And then we turn to the challenges. And from Robbie's personal experience and also my experience working with teachers, what are the major challenges teachers might face in 2022 if they want to succeed as a teacher entrepreneur? At the end, of course, we're gonna have some solutions. We're always prepared to help you. We're gonna give you some solutions to help you. We'll leave some time at the end for a quick Q&A as well. All right. So again, somebody is spamming the comment section on LinkedIn. If somebody shared a link, access the link. Somebody called Michael Delton. If you guys want, you can report this person. I think it's just a fake account or whatever. But anyways, don't click on any link, okay? On LinkedIn. So anyway, that's all I want to say at first. Oh my God, there are more people doing that now. So give me 1 second, okay? Oh my God. This is a problem on email. Oh my God. So if you guys can report them, please do. They're just spamming the female. They're trying to get you click on the link and take you somewhere else. Don't do that, okay? Oh my God, I need to report them. Anyways, so now let me do a very quick introduction myself. So my name is James. I grew up in China and moved to the United States about 15 years ago. Did my master, PhD, postdoc, and then spent 2 years in management consulting, helping corporates with marketing, sales, and then started this business, Bowei Strategy, in January 2019, about 3 years ago, focusing on helping teachers transform into teacher entrepreneurs with their successful business. And it's been 3 years. We have been growing, and we have helped over 2,500 teachers in the past 3 years. And our team have grown to more than 10 people now, focusing on helping teachers. So this is my background. If you are new to me, don't hesitate to click on my link, my profile, and take a look. If we can help you, don't hesitate to reach out. So now I'm going to turn it to Robbie. Hi, Robbie. Welcome.
Hey, cheers, James. So first of all, it's really, really cool to have the opportunity to do this again. I think the last time we did it was in August. So now to be able to do it as part of the team is really, really cool. So my name is Robbie. My background is in TEFL. I have 7 years of experience. I'm also a qualified personal trainer as well. And this journey, it really started for me back in 2020. When a man by the name of James Liu found his way into my DMs on Instagram, and but sure, I'm sure we'll get into that in more detail today.
Thank you, Robbie. Yeah, so and I think Robbie was we met Robbie about a year ago in December, and I can't believe it's been a year. And Robbie been working with us, uh, internet account James Liu, or we got it. So oh wait, Robbie, can you still hear me?
Yeah, yeah, all good.
Okay, so let me check my LinkedIn. I just got a notification something wrong with the LinkedIn accounts. For all of you guys who are watching this session on LinkedIn, can you still hear me? Oh my god, it's crazy. They're just like copy and paste that comments with the link in the comment feed. But anyways, for those of you who are watching the session on LinkedIn, can you guys still hear me and hear us? Okay, on LinkedIn. Okay, good, good, good. Thanks for that, Gemma. All right, yeah. So yeah, so I think we work together. It's been a year. It's just been crazy, and definitely Robbie gonna share more story about his business, his teaching experience in the past year. So what we're gonna do next is just quickly talk about the opportunities. I think we want to start with opportunities because we want to inspire more teachers and more teachers to start thinking about this path, option. Working at a school, working for companies are great options. A lot of teachers doing that, love that. But if you are thinking about another opportunity, another alternative way of leveraging your teaching experience, right? Teaching on your own, going independent, having your own business, definitely a way to do that. So first of all, we're gonna talk about two things about these opportunities. One is the market needs. There are definitely some needs in the markets for niche teachers, who are specialized in helping a particular group of students, with program-based teaching. If these concepts are new to you, niche teaching, program-based teaching, please check out my profile. We have so much content that's explaining what these are. Now, please check that, right? So there are market needs, and we have a lot of teachers doing great with their business right now. And Robbie can maybe build on that, just talk a little bit more about your experience as a teacher entrepreneur last year. How that feel? How do you feel about the market needs? We can start from there.
Sure. Yeah. So, I guess the first thing about the opportunity, the big shock for me was when, I saw your ebook and the claim was you can make over $100 an hour teaching English. So, obviously I was quite skeptical about this, having worked in TEFL for 7 years. I thought there was a ceiling, and I thought that ceiling was nowhere near that. So, the first thing was kind of reshaping my belief. And when I read your ebook, it all made a lot of sense about niche teaching, developing the skills you need, how to position yourself online. So there really is a big opportunity out there. And if you're kind of like I was, like $100 an hour teaching English, like, give it a chance. All right, trust me, overcome that skepticism and be open to it. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think in terms of results, Robbie, you got like 44, I think 44 students last time we talked, 44 students in 1 year. And also, I think you move very quickly from one-on-one to group sessions, right? So
Totally.
that worked really well for you, I think, in 2021.
For sure. So, before I came across your system and this idea of niche teaching, program-based teaching, I had been, trying to find my own students online. I was
Yeah,
charging €25 an hour. I thought I was doing pretty good. And really, when I niched down and really started to implement this program-based system, that's when things started to change really, really quickly. And
yeah,
once you find what works, once you have that system that works, it's actually pretty simple. You don't need to spend 6 to 8 hours every day trying to work it out. Once you establish what works, you just need to repeat it. Keep doing it until it stops working. So
yeah,
really, the last year, it was kind of like the first few months were going uphill, learning everything, developing the skills. And once you actually establish that system, it actually got quite easy. I
yeah,
was working less and I was seeing a bigger return. So that's the really, really
absolutely.
cool thing about this. The,
Yeah,
the work
yeah,
you put
absolutely.
in to establish your systems, it will pay off big time.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I know I think at the end of it, you already increased your price to for one-on-one, like $100, 100 euros an hour, and your groups is over 200 euros an hour with these groups. So what I want to tell teachers is, when we talk about the market needs, so how these people react to your teaching, to the value you're providing, how they justify the rate you charge when they talk to you. How do you feel about that, Robbie?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you go from charging, I don't know,
Yeah.
15, 20, 25 euros or dollars an hour, and then you make this jump, to selling a program, for 10 lessons, basically for between 500 to 1,000 euro, there is those doubts that creep
Yeah.
in, that little bit of imposter syndrome. And what I've
Yeah.
found is the best way to overcome this is just work with people, come from that genuine place of really trying to help people. And you're going to find the feedback starts coming in, the testimonials come in, and these people, they're paying a premium to work with you. And they're so grateful, for what you've done for them, for the help you provided them. And that really helped me, increase my price. And that's how I was able to go from, 25 euro an hour to 50 euro an hour to 100 euro an hour, building up that belief based on the feedback I was getting.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think from students' perspective, all these students who paid you much more, they knew there were teachers. There were teachers who charge much less, right? But I think being a niche teacher, having a program, and having this marketing sales in place definitely help you justify the rate, and people accept that. So there's a need for students to look for teachers like you who can get them better results. Would you agree with me on that?
Oh, 100%. I guess it all comes down to how you position yourself with your marketing, resonating with people through your content and instilling that belief in them, that if they work with you, you're someone who can really help solve their specific problems. And if they invest in your program, they'll see results. And if you can do those two things in your content, you're always going to have clients who are willing to pay you that premium price.
Yeah. So absolutely. I think a lot of teachers, especially they never started this journey. They always feel like, why these students want to pay you so much more, given that there's so many teachers are asking for a much lower price, right? I think that comes down to what you said, how you position yourself, what you offer. Of course, I think there's no doubt that these students who pay you much more are getting much better results from working with general teachers, right?
Completely. I think what you guys will find, if you're making this transition to niche teaching and charging those premium prices, you're going to find that the clients or students you work with who are paying that price, they are the best clients you're going to have. They're so motivated. They're so thankful. They're going to implement what you're telling them. And it's just a much more rewarding experience overall.
Absolutely. I think the point we're trying to make here, Robbie, is just telling teachers, there's a need. Like there are actually students looking for teachers and pay them more than $100 an hour because they want some specific support, specific help, and they want the results. Now they can continue working with teachers, general teachers, for as long as they want, but if they can't get what they want eventually, right, they're not satisfied. And we using niche teaching, program-based teaching can get some better results. And I remember when I talked so we have a community, a lot of teachers joining us every month. And I love seeing these posts. Oh, they actually paid. So all the teachers are making posts. Oh, I got my first students today on the call and they actually paid. So they get surprised by the fact that students want to pay you more to work with you. I think just want to demonstrate there are needs. The market need teachers like you, Robbie, and other teachers as well.
Totally. And just really quickly, a point about that. And this is the really cool thing about niche and program-based teaching. If you position yourself as someone who you're going to help your students ace their next job interview, or, you're going to help them demonstrate their value when they go to work every day, all of a sudden, 100 euro an hour for them doesn't seem like that big of an investment, because they're offsetting that against the reward of getting a new promotion or, landing their dream job. And if you have a program that can deliver that for someone, it's not actually that big of an investment in comparison to the potential results they can get working with you.
Absolutely, Robbie. Well said. And I think that's the market needs. We want to talk about opportunities. So basically, there are students sitting there looking for teachers and want to pay them more than $100 an hour, $1,000 per program. And teachers are doing it, Robbie is doing it, and a lot of teachers in our community are doing it. If you don't do it, you're missing out on these opportunities, right? So that's one thing. And the other thing is kind of the industry growth. I want to very quickly touch on that too. We are still in this COVID pandemic right now. I mean, right now, right? But since the COVID, in the past few years, the online education industry has grown so fast. And I just had this morning read some articles. They were talking about 18% growth last year. So online education industry is growing. That means the volume is getting bigger and bigger. And if you break it down, there are many reasons, like many drivers for it. First of all, COVID, right? COVID really forced a lot of students to think about getting some help online. And a lot of students who are used to do like an in-person, face-to-face teaching now, they kind of accept the online teaching now. They're going into online teaching. They feel like, oh, this is a much better option. And also from the company business perspective, all these schools, companies, businesses, they have been establishing their infrastructures, online teaching, coaching infrastructures. Right now, they pay more attention than ever to online education. All these employees, they're doing online onboarding, like tutoring, all that. Some clients of ours doing a virtual group coaching to big corporates, right? So that happens right now, and I believe the online education industry gonna keep growing and again, right? If you are listening to this the first time, think about it and don't miss out on these opportunities. So these are the opportunities. We talk about the needs, we talk about the growth, and now I just want to quickly switch to the challenges, right? So there are opportunities. It does not mean if you come in, then you will succeed. There's always some challenges, and I'm already seeing a lot of questions. Hey, where do you market yourself? What do you do? How you get clients? So these are great questions, and I think the one question you're asking is, where can I get started? How can I get started, right? So that's the basic question. And I think that is the first obstacle for all the teachers who are thinking about it. I don't know if that was you too, Robbie, when you first started this.
Oh, they're the best questions because they're the exact same questions I was asking myself. I mean, the pandemic hit, schools closed, the gyms closed. I knew I had to do something. I knew I had to take action. But the problem was there was all this conflicting advice. Everybody claimed to have the formula, how to set yourself up online, how to make money online. And, I tried everything. Someone said, set up a website. I set up a website. Someone said, do Instagram videos. I did Instagram videos, and really I was just meandering. And it wasn't until, I came across your system, James, niche teaching, program-based teaching, how to position yourself, how to market yourself, that it made perfect sense. And that was the roadmap. And because I was already super motivated to take action, I just ate that up. And, thankfully I haven't looked back since. So I think the biggest challenge is to find a reliable, proven, trustworthy system that you can follow to get you where you want to be. And I feel very fortunate that I found that, because there's a lot of bad information out there and bad advice.
Thank you, Robbie. Yeah, I agree with you too. And I think when I first started this business, I got overwhelmed by all this information. Everybody telling you different things. Now, because they are specialized in different aspects of this, right? Have a website, have funnels, do email marketing, do Instagram, YouTube. They're gonna tell you all things, and I'm saying all the things, everything people are telling you, you will need it at one point. But what people are not telling you is, what are these steps, step-by-step approach. So it's not like they're telling you something you shouldn't do. You should do it. But now, what are the steps? I think that's what you means, the proven system, the steps, the approach. So what to start, what is next, and what's the second thing, right? So this is, I think, the best way to get started, especially if teachers, for teachers to get into their business, they're receiving so much information that's new to them that they never heard of before. So it's important to make sure they can follow these steps. And Robbie followed it, and the many teachers we have helped in the past 3 years followed it. We have the 21-day challenge, and I know right now, a lot of people watching this live session right now have already taken the 21 day challenge. So I'm not just here to market it. I just want to tell you, if you don't know where to start, what's the first step? If you are still asking questions, how Robbie gets students, go on the 21 day challenge. They're gonna
Yeah.
get you all the answers, right, Robbie?
For sure. And I just want to point out, like, the thing about the 21-day challenge, like, it doesn't just tell you how to get where you want to go. It literally brings you there every step. Like, it holds your hand each day, breaks everything down. And really, by the end of those 21 days, I was like, okay, this is it. This is the system. I'm ready, implement. And thankfully I started to see results pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, and it only takes 21 days. And some teachers actually right now in the January 2021, 2022 group, some teachers already got students. It's already day 17. So it's not about what is working better. If you just started, it's about what is the first thing you do, the second thing, the third thing, step by step. And that 21 challenge does a really good job of explaining the system, the approach, and also encourage you to take action, follow the system to get results, right? And I
Totally.
remember you got a lot of students just 1 month after the challenge of January. You were talking to us about that, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, and I'm not surprised to hear people are getting students during the challenge now, because we talked a little bit about opportunity. There is a lot of dissatisfaction out there at the moment with these general English language schools. Students have invested a lot of money, sometimes thousands of euro or dollars in the courses, and their infrastructure, they just weren't ready for the pandemic. So, early on for me, a lot of my first clients were clients who are dissatisfied with their general English courses, and they wanted something else. And that's why there really is an opportunity out there to take advantage of this change that's happening in education,
Yeah,
and this shift to the online world. There really is a good
yeah,
opportunity right
yeah,
now.
yeah. And we today we prepared a 50% off on the challenge, 21 day challenge, for teachers who are interested in it. I'm gonna share the link with you guys. So if you wanted to have all your a question answered in just 21 days and start already seeing some results, and if you think we can help you and you want to follow Robbie's steps in 2021 and join the 21 challenge, and that's the only thing. So a lot of teachers reaching out to me, ask questions. I was like, hey, we have all the questions answered in the 21 challenge, and please join it. I know it needs a investment. It's after 50% off. It's only $97. So either you
Yeah,
can spend months looking for information, trying to digest and implement yourself, or working with us in a group and take action and do it now. Right? So I'm gonna share the link with you guys. It's an affiliate link we have. It gives you 50% off. No, it doesn't last forever. If you guys want to join the 21 challenge, haven't, no, use the link to join it. I'm trying to share the link as on the platform right now. And of course, if you have questions about it, don't hesitate to let us know. Okay. So I think that's the first challenge, and we have a solution for you. The challenge where you don't know where to start. You're asking questions that very beginner questions. Oh, where can I get students? Which platform should I use? How the system works? How can you charge a higher rate? That all answer in the 21 challenge. Join it, and our solution is join the 21 challenge. That's it, right? So
yeah,
I think this is a challenge for many teachers who are new to this journey. But also another challenge we have seen more and more is once people start the journey, join the 21 challenge and want to continue getting their students. And a lot of teachers, not all of teachers, but a lot of teachers having challenges about curriculum. So I
yeah.
think probably that resonates with some teachers here in this group. A curriculum, and if you have never developed a curriculum, you will say, "Oh my God, I can get students, but how can I teach them?" And you have the
Right.
confidence that really, kind of affects your marketing or sales. And I don't know, Robbie, did you have that kind of challenges too when you were in the business?
Yeah, for sure. So, like, the cool thing about the challenge is, it tells you what you need to do. It takes you there. It explains program-based teaching to you. But then, kind of after I was in this situation, I was like, all right, it all makes perfect sense. I'm ready to implement. I'm ready to build my business to get clients. But then I had this, okay, program-based teaching. I need a program. And even for me, I have quite a lot of experience in TEFL. I was a teacher trainer. I had the Cambridge Delta. One of the modules was on curriculum design. Even for me, this was like a huge undertaking. And on one hand, I'm trying to build my business. I'm trying to develop these skills I need to land clients. But then there's this huge time-consuming process of actually building the curriculum. And after some time, it was coming together and the feedback started coming in, and I started to realize, okay, I think I have something here, and I think this could actually solve a problem for a lot of other new teacher entrepreneurs who are in this similar position. So, I repackaged the curriculum I made it as ready-made and done for you as possible, and started offering it to teacher entrepreneurs to solve that problem. And the aim really was so it frees up time for them so they can do what they need to do to build their business and, make it as successful as possible. And, I think that was kind of how we started to work together, James. I came to you as, I think I have this thing. I think this could solve a problem. And, thankfully the feedback has been really, really positive so far. So I've been blown away by that.
Yeah, absolutely. Robbie, yes. And I feel really lucky to have that part of, collaboration in the business, because I think that was August last year, and that's a point where we got a lot of people join the challenge, and also in the inner circle after the challenge. And when I talk to teachers, hey, where are you now implementing? So we tell you all the strategies and all the strategy can follow and implement. And some teachers say, oh, I don't I don't feel comfortable taking action, because what if I'm afraid that some students want to work with me and I don't have a curriculum ready. So I think just not having a curriculum or have something to start with, that give a lot of teachers the obstacle they want to have, like from preventing them from taking action. And then I think in August we start having your curriculum in the inner circle. When people graduate from the challenge, if they join the inner circle, they can get a curriculum, and we're seeing much better progress. All these teachers who have your curriculum, they were like, "Oh, I'm not afraid anymore. I just feel like if somebody wanted to work with me, pay on the call today, I can already follow the curriculum to work with them." So I'm not saying your curriculum gonna be everything they need. It's like a great starting point. I'm also telling teachers, who are in the inner circle, you need a curriculum, right? But the goal is to customize it as much as you can as you go through it with your niche clients, because every niche needs some different, different teaching, right? You want to customize it, make sure they can deliver, right? So, but definitely having a curriculum ready helps a lot. The teachers who are in the journey, and we are trying to remove these barriers for them one by one. And I think also Robbie is very generous today, and he actually prepared a 50% off for teachers who are willing, who wanted to find it helpful to get a curriculum. If you guys want, I will just share the link with you, and maybe Robbie can tell teachers a little bit more what you cover exactly in the curriculum, all these sessions, if you want.
Yeah, totally. So, from speaking to more and more teachers, I think there were kind of two camps. There was one camp that just wanted everything ready to go, what they need, the methodology they need to use, totally ready-made, done for you. And, so I aim to really solve the problem for those guys. Look, here you go. Now you can focus on, learning the marketing, the sales stuff you need to do to become really successful, because you have this taken care of. But then, there was another group who they might have quite a specific niche, and they wanted that base, that template they could use to build on. And it's been really cool talking to those guys too, because I've seen them make these tweaks, make these changes, make these enhancements, and they've really done amazing things with the original curriculum. They've been able to take it to a whole new level. So, I wanted to kind of address both of those groups with the curriculum.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the curriculum, I remember when we first talked about this curriculum, it's pretty comprehensive. It has like presentation, communication, email writing. There's a lot of aspects in it. It gives you a foundation. Again, it won't give you everything you need in the future when you have your your niche teaching program, I give you a great place to start. And that's the point. I give you the confidence to actually talk to your potential students, knowing
Yes.
that there's something I can use right away, right?
Absolutely. So it means when you're on your, your strategy sessions, your sales calls, if you're learning from your prospect that, they want job interviews, you have that in your back pocket, you have that pillar, you can solve that problem for them. Or if they mention, they want to deliver effective presentations, you've got that covered too. So I think it's going to help you show up with more confidence when you're speaking to your prospects. And of course, that's really, really important. I mean, if you don't truly believe you can help someone, you're going to have a really hard time convincing
Absolutely.
them that you can.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think curriculum is a challenge to teachers who never experienced in developing curriculum themselves, and also already in their journey. We are seeing many teachers in the 21 challenge have that. That's why we include it in the inner circle. When people join the inner circle, you can get it. Another so we talk about the challenge for people who haven't started, not knowing what to start. We have prepared everything in the 20-minute challenge to get them started. The challenge 1. Challenge 2 is for teachers who have already started and have a problem with the curriculum, and I hope your program, your curriculum, and also 50% off can help them. If
Sure.
they are interested, I share the link with you guys. Tickets if you are interested. So the third challenge to me is actually for teachers who started this journey and probably get some students, get some results, but they're finding it really hard to get more consistent results.
Yeah.
Meaning you can, I think a lot of teachers can get students already in the 21 challenge, and in order to be able to get students every month after month, that requires more. So the 21 challenge is a great place for you to get started, knowing the system, implement. You can get students very quickly, but in order to turn it into a business that you can rely on to see results every month and month after month, being able to quit your job because you can get consistent results from this business, you can make consistent income from the business, that requires more. So, and then next we can talk to Robbie about this, because I know Robbie has been have done a fantastic job like generating revenue income every month after month in 2021. So what do you think, in order to get more consistent results, to what do you think they would need, Robbie?
So two things. I think you need a strategy that you can repeat, and then you
Yeah,
also need to develop the skills. So to
yeah,
be three skills,
yeah,
I would call the high
yeah,
income skills,
yeah,
and that would be closing, which is
yeah,
sales effectively, which I know can be a super taboo area for traditional teachers. It certainly was for me. The other skill would be speaking. Right now video is such a powerful medium. So if you can connect directly with your niche in your video content, that's super powerful. And the third skill is copywriting. And this is your ability to write
yeah,
words that are going to resonate with people, that are going to influence them to take the action you want them to take, which is work with
yeah,
you.
yeah,
So once I kind of had the curriculum taken care of, this gave me that freedom, this time to just immerse myself in learning these skills and developing a system. So really, I think the first 4 or 5 months of 2021, it was learning these skills and working out strategies that worked. And the reason the second half of the year actually felt like I was, moving back downhill was because I'd done the hard work in the first part. I
yeah,
developed these skills. I got them to a level where I could
yeah,
get results
yeah, yeah,
consistently.
yeah,
Also, I had a strategy. So I knew if I do
yeah,
X, Y, and Z every week, I'm going to get X number of people
yeah,
reaching out to me. And when they
yeah,
reached out to me, I had the system to get them onto a
yeah,
call, and then I had the
yeah,
skill to convert
yeah,
them into, a premium client. So I started to get quite easy in the second part of the year. And
yeah,
that's when I started
yeah,
to feel this freedom. They weren't 6 to 8 hour days anymore. I was starting to
yeah,
reap
yeah,
the rewards.
yeah,
And that's why
yeah,
what I said earlier, it's about finding what works and repeating that. This doesn't have to be that difficult. You don't have to keep guessing. It's not about getting lucky. It's about developing a repeatable system and developing
yeah,
skills that
yeah,
if you implement them, you're going to get those consistent results.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I think the strategy is just to repeat the strategies, three skills. The three skills, Robbie mentioned again and again in our community. One is closing, which is sales, sales skills. And the next one is video marketing, and video marketing is so important now to social media marketing. It's just like you have to show your face, you have to do video marketing, but doing video marketing does not mean you're doing a good job, right?
No.
You can do video marketing, but there are things you need to work on, the hooks, the presence, how to use a story to get people in, right? So then the last one is, I think, very important to everyone is copywriting. So copywriting, again, is about how to use the copies, the message you have, actually get people to the next stage, right?
Right.
From cold to warm, from warm to hot, right? From hot to be ready to work with you, and all from a copy. Copywriting can be it's useful for social media marketing, email marketing. When you run ads, it's everywhere. The three skills very important, and I'm glad you mentioned it. It's important if you want to generate more consistent results. It's just important. And then I think one thing you mentioned, but you didn't make it clear enough. I want to make it clear enough to this audience is the system. I think the
Right.
system is also important, and that's what you meant. The kind of second half of last year, once you have a system in place, it save you
Right.
time. And it's kind of, you have a system in place. If you can get people into the system, it will generate the same results you expect every time. Right? There's a system.
Exactly.
Once you have a system in place, you can generate more consistent results, and you actually can generate predictable results. So
Yes.
this is the amount of work I do. I put them into system. This amount of results we're getting, and that's exactly what we have. With my business, and we are able to have 100 people in the challenge group every single month, right? So there's no way we can get that without a system. So the system is a very important system about the strategies you know is working. System is about the website, the funnels, email marketing, everything like running 24/7 automatically to help you nurture the leads, get people in, and get the result, turn them into clients. So there are systems. Now, another thing, I know you're gonna agree with me, Robbie, that if people want to get consistent results, I mean, actually, if I phrase it that a different way, if people want to succeed, continue, make sure they don't quit, right? I think a mindset is also important.
Yeah.
Mindset, right? We haven't talked about mindset yet, but mindset actually is from like a very beginning. Like,
Yeah.
even in the 2020 challenge, we talk about mindset to keep going with that. And then after challenge, we talk about mindset. And even now, I think I'm working on the mindset to remind myself what should I think if I want to grow more. So maybe you want to comment on that too, Ravi. What do you think about
Yeah.
mindset?
I mean, I'm super happy you mentioned that because really, I think it's probably the number one most important point. And at the start for me, the big challenge was overcoming these limiting beliefs. You can make more than €25 an hour teaching English. You can create your own independent business. You can do these things, and it can be a challenge. Because I think there's a lot of programming we all experience, whether it's from family, from friends. Oh, it's a scam. Oh, you can't do this. Why don't you just give up and watch Netflix like the rest of us? But you really can. So I think dealing with these limiting beliefs is the first thing, and then the next thing is just being prepared to lean into the edge of your comfort zone. You don't need to jump outside it. If you push yourself too far outside, you'll become exhausted. But just each day, be prepared to lean into the edge. Do things that challenge you, take action. And we talk about strategies and skills and all these things. The first step is just putting yourself
Yeah,
out there. And I know it's hard. I remember that first post I did on Instagram. I was thinking, what if someone from my high school sees this, or what are my friends gonna think? And just doing that, taking that step, and putting yourself out there as authentically as possible, and just coming from that place where you want to help people. Believe me, the right people are going to find you. And the people you don't resonate with,
yeah,
chances are they're not the kind of people you want to work with anyway.
yeah,
So, once you overcome that obstacle, then you can go to that next step. All right,
yeah,
let's apply a layer of strategy now to what I'm doing. Let's do repetitions on these skills so I can get more consistent results. But
yeah,
totally, that first step is just believing,
yeah,
leaning into the edge of your comfort zone, and just
yeah,
taking that action every day. And I
yeah,
think if you do that,
yeah,
you're gonna make a lot of progress really, really quickly.
yeah, absolutely. I love the first part, believing in yourself. And so I've been talking to teachers for the past 3 years, and we're showing the proof. We're showing like so many teachers are doing great jobs in the 21 challenge, after challenge. We're doing these interviews, like interviewing teacher entrepreneurs every month, and there's still people not taking action, not doing it. And the reason I'm not saying all of it, but some of them, just because some of them don't believe in that, right? Don't think they can actually get the same results.
Yeah, and I want to say to those people that I get it, and it's healthy to have that level of skepticism. The reality is there are a lot of scams out there, and there are people on the internet who will be happy to take your money. And that's why I say anytime you're thinking about investing in something, you're thinking about doing coaching, have a look at what the promise is. What are they promising? And then see if they have enough proof to back it up. Right. So if this was in court, do they have enough proof to convince a fair-minded jury that they can really deliver on this promise? So like if you're thinking about the challenge right now, if you haven't taken it yet, you can listen to me and James, but it's much more powerful if you actually check out the testimonials and speak to the people who have done it. Don't listen to us. Have a look at the proof, because that's what I do, and that's what I did. So I understand that that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, and also the inner circle, right? So a lot of teachers graduate from the challenge. No, don't join it if you don't believe it. That's gonna be helpful. Join it. If you think that's gonna help you, the same thing, right, Robbie?
Totally, and that's kind of we talked about developing those skills then and those systems. So that's why the inner circle was a great thing for me to do, because I could learn from the people who were ahead of me. All I had to do was look at the people who were getting the results I wanted to get. Look at what they're doing. Talk to them. Use the community we have and learn from them and benefit from that coaching. And I mean, I think you have to imitate before you can innovate, right? So if you see someone and you think they're awesome at sales, learn from them. Look at what they're doing, learn from them. If you think someone's a great copywriter, look at their copy, extract what you like. And then when you get comfortable, you can start to Frankenstein it a little bit and, make it your own. But that was the really cool thing about the inner circle, because you just had access to all these people who were where I wanted to be. And I was just a sponge, it's like, look at what they're doing, get their advice. And it was really awesome to have that, have access to that.
Yeah, and also right now we have over 550 teachers in the inner circle who are all graduated from the challenge and doing a great job with their business. I think that's the part, you need to believe in yourself, right? If you don't believe in yourself, you don't think you can do this, stop watching this live video. It's not going to help you, right? So we want to inspire you, because a lot of teachers, we have teachers not only like Robbie. Robbie seems smart, energetic, a lot of energy, but we also have teachers, who have been in education, been teaching for 20, 30 years. They're just get sick of this industry. I wanted to do something myself, right? I wanted to keep going. I wanted to leave a legacy. What's the end of the day? Like, end of the day, what do you have, right? It's business. You have to believe in yourself, and everybody can succeed. And the second part you mentioned, I wanted to comment on too, is the comfort zone. So one thing I want to make it clear: starting a business, going independent, is nothing like finding a job. All right. So it's nothing like finding a job. So starting a business, making it work, get your own students, you need to become a different person. So this is more of a transformation to me than having a business. Just from my personal experience, I think right now, like 3 years after having this business, I'm a much better version of myself compared to the one in 2019 when I first started. In many, many ways, I'm a different person because I push myself outside my comfort zone a little by little every day, so I can grow. I can become a different person. And at the end of the day, yes, I have a successful business, but that's not what I want. I want a better version of myself. I want to be different. I want to grow. I want to grow more and more. I think that's what I really resonate with what you said. Push yourself. If you don't push yourself, you're not gonna grow. You're not grow. If you don't grow, you're not gonna succeed, right? You're just gonna sit back and listen to all these great stories, not getting any of it, right? So that's how I see it. What do you think, Robbie?
Oh, totally. I mean, it's super easy to just kind of sit back and binge the content and, watch the podcast, listen to the interviews. read the articles, but like it's only really when you actually take that, and it is a big step that first time you implement, but that's when you start to get that real reward. And even if they're only incremental improvements each day, you're putting one foot in front of the other. It's unbelievably rewarding after a week, a month, 6 months. I actually look back and see, wow, okay, I was there now, and now I'm here. And I think that's a really, really cool thing about actually being self-employed and building something. It's that you mentioned the transformation, and it really is. And like the thing is, I'm not a particularly confident person, and like when I started this a little over a year ago, I didn't even have Facebook, I didn't have Instagram. I'm quite a shy person, so for me to start putting myself out there like that, it was hard at the beginning, but it was step by step, it was gradual. I didn't jump out there into the middle of the ocean. I just pushed myself that little bit each day. After a month, after 6 months, after a year, then I could look back, and it was quite rewarding to see, okay, I have progressed, I
Yeah,
have improved. I have become a
yeah,
better version of myself. And the cool thing, it probably sounds cheesy, but the cool thing about becoming a better version of yourself is you're then
yeah,
better able to serve others, to help others through your
exactly.
business, through your service.
Yeah,
And like
exactly.
it's kind of what it's all about at the end of the day. That's where you
Yeah,
get that real fulfillment.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think a lot of people gonna be very surprised when you said I'm a shy person, right? So just because I think you told me once, I was like, I don't think so. You're like making videos all the time. You're like getting yourself out there, talking to people all the time, and you tell me you're a shy person. I think that also makes sense because you have transformed. Just because you have been pushing yourself in the past year, you have transformed. Yes, I think internally, you're probably still that shy person, but you're kind of now you don't want to make yourself too comfortable. Just I have to get out
Sure.
there. I have to push myself, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. I don't think some way I'm a shy person too. As like before I started this business, I have all the accounts but never use it. I just don't want to share anything, just with others. But after 3 years, I was like, I'm sharing because I can help. It's all about helping others, as you
Yeah.
said. You want to become a better version of yourself, not because you want that. It's because the reward you can get from it, the impact you can make on others' lives through your business. That's the better cause. I'm looking at, right. That's the reason we're growing. Every time I feel really down, I was like, oh my god, I want to give up. And
Right.
seeing all these comments, all the feedback from teachers who are helping, I was like, James, you're not quitting, right? You can't because so many people are relying on you now, and you can change many, many more teachers' lives. And that's a very, very big motivator for me to keep going every day.
Totally. I mean, it's like I said, it's the most important thing at the end of the day. And just like if there are people watching this, and you're afraid to kind of take that first step, to post that first thing on social media, or to post that first video because you're afraid of what people might think, I think you're going to be very surprised, because I was a little bit concerned. What are my friends going to think? What are the football team going to think when they see me doing these videos? And if you just focus on coming from a place where you want to help people and being your authentic self, people, the right people are going to resonate towards you, and the ones that don't, you don't want them anyway. They're not the kind of people you want to be around. So just, if you're still on the fence, just do it. And I hope, reframing it that way, I hope that helps you.
That's great. That's great, Robbie. Yeah. So I think these challenges for teachers who are in the journey want to get more consistent results, even for teachers who haven't started, these are the things you're gonna be seeing the challenges. You need to have the skills, you need to have strategies, you need to have the right mindset, you need a system. If you want to eventually have a business you can rely on, you can say goodbye to your companies, your schools, whatever like you're doing right now. If you want to say goodbye to them, you want to have your own business. These are things you need to have. And also, we have a solution. As always, we have a solution for you guys if that's what I said describes you. So we do have this one-on-one mentoring program that we all work together as a team. Robbie's on the team, Darren, all these great mentors, the coaches we have in the community or on the team. It's a one-on-one mentoring program. So that's the program where we help our clients every step of the way. We mentor them, and usually we work with our clients for 5 to 9 months, from finalizing your niche to developing the curriculum, customize the curriculum, getting your first students, getting your 3 students, the proof of concept, all the way to setting up the website, the funnels, email marketing, scaling your business, getting the system ready. So all of these are included in this one-on-one mentoring program. So I'm very excited about this one-on-one mentoring program we've been working on with the team. And so that's the program to help clients who want to get a business. So here's the thing. This is for teachers who want to get a 6-figure business as soon as you can. This is a one-on-one mentoring program. And we work with you as a team. As I said, myself, so many teachers, Robbie included on the team, work with the clients for 5 to 9 months on average. So this is the program trying to get our clients more consistent results, get students every month after month. So that's the one-on-one mentoring program I want to introduce as well. If you are interested, if you are motivated to get your 6-figure business up and running as soon as possible, even like before September, like end of the year, you want to say goodbye to all the different things you're not interested in, you don't like, this is the program. And we do have some availability to take some clients. If you're interested, book a call with us. Okay, I'm gonna share the link with you guys. Book a call with us, and you're gonna talk to me or Robbie, people on the team, to explain what this program is about and how that can help you. And book the call if you want, right? So this is the one-on-one mentoring program, and has everything for teachers who want to get the business up and running as soon as they can. They have a problem with getting consistent results. They want to work on their systems, skills, and strategies. We have everything covered in this one-on-one. Just book a call if you are interested. Let me share the link with you guys. And we do have some time left. I know we talk about lots, the opportunities, the challenges for teachers who haven't started, challenges for teachers have curriculum problems, and challenge for teachers who want to get consistent results. So if you guys have questions for me or Robbie, please leave it in the chat. We're gonna take care of some questions at the end. Feel free to do that. And also we mentioned copywriting. That's a big part. Robbie and Darren, teachers, coaches on the team, help with that as well. So I'm gonna take some questions. As I know there's some questions already there. If you guys want, let me take a look. So somebody asked about your niche, the niche you had in 2021.
Sure. Yeah. I'll be really happy to talk about that. So, and hopefully this will be really helpful, because at the start I was thinking, my motivation was, okay, where's the money? What's a niche that there's this need that there's money there, and I was thinking, okay, the tech industry, and really that was the mistake I made, because I know nothing about tech. It didn't really excite me, and that meant that my early messages, they weren't resonating as much as I wanted to. So my experience working in Dublin, there's a massive Brazilian community there. So I had a lot of experience working with Brazilians. I love working with them. I just have a lot of fun. So I was like, okay, let me see if this is a viable business. Let me just go for it. And straight away, my messages started resonating. Because I had knowledge you don't need to have a lot of experience in your niche. I think the most important thing is that when you think about working with this group, that prospect excites you. And I just felt so much then peace of mind. And so my niche was Brazilian professionals. So typically Brazilians working in Europe or the United States who needed to level up their English. So, so they could get that job in their area, or move up in their career, or, get that promotion. And I had a lot of fun working with them. And once I made that shift, tech industry, once I made that shift to Brazilians, myself, I felt totally at peace, and I started getting much better results as well.
Good. Yeah, it does take some time to kind of finalize your niche. It requires the feedback, and you want to align with your passion, right? And all the things, but that shouldn't stop people from trying it. And the best way to get to your niche, the niche that you're gonna stick with, is to take action, get feedback, and use that to pivot, to shape your niche as you go.
Yeah, totally. Like the market is going to tell you what you need to do. Like if your messages aren't resonating, that's a sign. Okay, see what people are responding to, see what's connecting with people, and listen to that, and make those little course adjustments along the way until you get that alignment. And I think that's a really cool thing about this one-to-one mentoring program. Like we really go from the beginning to the end. So if you still haven't found your alignment yet, like with your niche and your program and your business model, we're going to help you. We're going to help get everything aligned so you're super comfortable, and then you can move on to the next step.
Yeah. And actually, we do have guarantee in the one-on-one mentoring program. So we're going to guarantee they're going to have a niche and the proof of concept, and everything's running properly. So book a call if you're interested in working with us, me, Robbie, and so many coaches on the team more closely to have your business up and running just 5 to 9 months. Please do that. And there's a question here I do want to address. So focus on teaching ESL, but those of us who speak a second language, do you feel the program could help, could work for us as well? Yes, definitely. Actually, we had an interview not a long time ago with I think with Andriana, who is not a native speaker. A second language, she speaks English. A second language is from, I think, Poland. Is that right? Poland. I think Poland. Yeah. So there's so many teachers we're working with, they're non-native speaker, right? But I don't think that's going to be an issue.
No, I'm actually really happy this question was asked too. So first of all, I've seen a lot of teacher entrepreneurs, and their niche is actually people learning Spanish, or people learning different languages, and they're using the same systems and the same framework and the same map to build a business that way. But the other thing is, if anyone's watching this and you're an ESL teacher but you're not a native English speaker, that is not an impediment. Okay, that is an advantage, because you've actually been through the process. You know what it takes to get your English to a good level. And believe me, if you leverage that fact, your messages are going to resonate so strongly with the people you want to work with. You are the proof. It can be done because you've got there. And in my career, some of the best teachers I've worked with have been non-native speakers, and it's because they really understand that process. They know what it takes. So if you have this mindset that, I'm not a native English speaker, somehow I'm less, put that out of your head. That is not true. It's actually the opposite. You have a really good advantage going into this.
Absolutely. That's totally true. And we have a lot of teachers in the inner circle, in the challenge. They're not native speakers, and they're doing great, and they can resonate with the problem they have, right? So I don't think there's anything that they they have disadvantage to. Just you have to leverage what you are good at, and then you will be fine. Okay, so let me see if there are other comments or questions. Or if you guys have questions, feel free to do that. And somebody asked about Robbie's course. I actually shared all the links again on the platform. Just the 50% off of the 2020 challenge, and then the curriculum website, the coupon code. Make sure you use the coupon code, the 50% coupon code, to get a 50% off for the curriculum, and also the link to book a session with us, book a call with us for the one-on-one mentoring program if you're interested. All these three things, I think, solves problem for many teachers, right? If you're not sure how to start, join the challenge. If you have a problem with the curriculum, please get Robbie's course and build some confidence, right? So you can get more clients, more students. And then if you want to get your 6-figure business up and running as soon as you can, you want to work with a team of experts, the best coaches for teachers, right? Book a call with us. We can explain the one-on-one mentoring program. If it's a good fit, we work together, right? So that's going to be, I think, solutions we have for you today. Some other questions. Okay, let me see here. Okay, Robbie, can you comment a little bit about what you, by having a system in place, in reference to marketing, sales, or teaching?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Okay, so think of it as like a plan. All right. If you do these 3 or 4 things every day and you are consistent with that, that's going to bring a return. So for example, it could be spending 20 minutes using a customized DM to send to members of your niche. And this is a tested message that works, that a certain percentage of people are going to respond positively to. So that would be an income generating activity. So I'd always suggest starting your day with these types of activities. The next thing would be a particular type of post. And I know posting in and of itself is hard. So if you've just started posting, you're doing amazing. And when you get comfortable with that, it's important to add that layer of strategy, right? So when you post, you want to be a bit more strategic. You want to try to get the people seeing your post to arrive at certain decisions. So that could be, leveraging testimonials or the experience you have to make them more likely to believe they can get results working with you. So, if you do certain posts, one example could be that each week. One could be talking a little bit about transformation that happens when people take your program. These more strategic types of posts, like I was able to get a system. I knew if I did this type of post, and this type of post, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, on average, I would have this amount of people messaging me. And then I had a system to go from the message to the call. And then I had a system on the call to get them onto the program if they were a good fit. So that's what having systems in place is. And I think the cool thing now about us coming together with this one-to-one mentoring program, it kind of takes the guesswork out, because myself, Darren, the other coaches, we've kind of been through this process. We've kind of figured out what works, and now we're just going to give it to you. We're going to give you these templates. We're going to show, look, this is exactly what you need to do. So hopefully it just makes it as easy as possible for you guys to get real results as efficiently as possible.
Absolutely, Robbie. And I think all these things you mentioned are very detailed, step by step, proven. If you do this, take that. And what is even better is when you scale it to the next level and automate all the tasks. This content going to convert, this content going to get you released. You automate the task, then you just scale it. The same system, right? You are building, Robbie, and they get people in. Like 10 people going into the system. I got 2 strategy sessions and one client. And then I will get 100 leads into the system. I got 10, right? Then 2 clients. So it's just like you scaling your business by doing that with a system, just like what Robbie explained. So
exactly. And just to jump in there super quick, like the aim of business, it's really how not to work. Putting these systems in place that mean you don't have to work as much. And really, by the time I got to April, May, because I had these systems, because I figured out what worked, it was just a case of 2 or 3 hours work each morning, and that's it. I'm done. I'm kind of free now. I started to get that reward, and that's when it really started to become real for me. So you cannot underestimate the importance of developing these systems, strategies, and frameworks that you can just repeat to get those consistent results.
Yeah, that's great. So there's some teachers talking about the results, Fred, the result they're getting from the 21 challenge, awesome. And people talking about Robbie's course, Robbie's course.
Thank you, Sophia. That's amazing for me.
A lot of people get the course, in the inner circle, they love it. So as I said, that's not going to be the only thing you're going to rely on for your business, but it's a great place to start. You have something in place, you can just pull things in to teach. And then as you go, you customize, evolve, right? Eventually you have your own course. So your own curriculum, and you shouldn't let curriculum stop you from making connections, from making content just because you're afraid that some people are going to work with you tomorrow and you have nothing in place.
Right. I think there's probably one group we kind of I forgot to touch on, and that's those people who are coming into this process and maybe they don't have a lot of teaching experience. So again, don't let that be something that stops you, because pretty much everyone comes into this with no business experience. We're all starting from zero when it comes to sales and marketing and that stuff. So you can learn. And one thing in the curriculum, I included these video methodology guides to really just go through the whole process of how you can teach the lesson, some techniques you can use to make sure your student has that sense of progress working with you. And just to make sure, you have that peace of mind. You feel fully prepared in those lessons. And you can shake off that imposter syndrome.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I shared the link with you guys again. All the 3 links, if you guys want, just take it. Let us help you. It's really about knowing what obstacles you have right now and what your goals, and find resources to help you. If you can do it on your own, do it. If you feel like somebody helps you and get you better results sooner, invest, grow yourself, right? It's just I know Robbie have taken a lot of courses, training besides inner circle in the past year, and me too. I've spent thousands taking training program because I want to learn from the best, so I don't make
Yeah.
mistakes and take the shortcut. I can just get to it, and that's the reason we grow so fast in the past 3 years. Not because just because I'm smart, I know everything. I know nothing when I first started. I have to revise, I have to take training. At the same to you, the copywriting. Robbie is a great copywriter now, just because all this training, it's taking the same thing.
Yeah, totally. And I think that we talked about mindset. That's a really important thing. And, every time I started to get that return on investment, I would take a percentage of that and then reinvest. So that way I was able to keep leveling up, my skills, especially those three things I mentioned, the closing, the speaking, and the copywriting. And I think that's a really, really important part of the process. You have to be prepared to invest in yourself and invest in your future. And again, when you decide to invest, make sure whatever their promise is, they have the proof to back it up. And that way you're gonna find the right coaches for you.
Good. All right. Yeah, I think that's it for today, I guess. There's some questions. I don't think there are any questions. Well, if I find more questions, I'm definitely gonna respond to you guys using my accounts. But again, thanks. So first, I want to thank Robbie for spending time with us today and talking about it, and also congratulate you again, Robbie, for taking the role at Bowei Strategy as a chief marketing officer. And I think it's gonna be a great add-on to the team. And your skill set, your motivation, inspiration, gonna bring us together even more to make better results in 2022 to help more teachers definitely.
I mean, like, just a massive thank you to you, James, because you made this all possible. So I'm incredibly grateful, and to be able to do this now as part of the team is really, really cool. And I hope to work closely with a lot of you guys watching too, to help you get where you want to be.
Yeah, I think that's the best part about this team. We are able to help you with everything. We have great copywriting coaches. We have coaches for technology, coaches for sales, marketing, email marketing, funnel expert. Is like everybody on the team gonna help you with your business in the one-on-one mentoring program. And I'm very excited. I really hope that we can have another session together, Robbie, maybe at the end of the year, and wrap things up and just share with our audience as well. Anyways, I think that's it for today. Thanks for coming here and watching this session live. And make sure look through these links we share with you. If you need help, reach out. If you have questions, reach out. We are gonna do our best to help you in 2022. And I wish the best of luck and all the successes to all the teachers in 2022. And we're gonna be honored to be part of your journey. And thank you for watching.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. See you soon.
Okay.